Happy Memorial Day, everybody, and welcome to the unofficial start of summer. Today is not going to be my typical video where I show the full cook. I actually woke up around 5 o'clock this morning to get on these 2 pork butts that I've got on my Weber Smokey Mountain. So we're about 4 hours in. I'm just getting ready to spritz it with a little bit of apple juice. I thought I would show you guys what's going on back here. I'll open up the lid, we'll take a look at what they look like 4 hours in, and when it's all done, I will show you guys the finished product. So I actually have 2 cuts of pork on here. The top one that's at about 136 degrees right now is actually an 8-pound Boston butt, and the second one that's about 141 is just a pork picnic. So they're cooking about the same temperature. They've been between 10 degrees of one another. They've got some great color already. You can even see a little bit of bark starting to form on them. They smell delicious. Just gonna spritz them up a little bit. What I've been doing is after, I think it was around the 2nd hour, I came out and I started spritzing them. And I've been coming out every hour since. I'll probably continue to do that until they hit the stall. I haven't decided yet if I'm going to wrap these or not. I guess I'll make a decision when we get to that point. If you're interested, I actually did a pork butt video last year from start to finish. I will link that down in the show notes, and I'll also, at the end of the video, I'll put it in one of the end cards. So if you want to check it out, you can. We're sitting in the high 160s right now. We want to get it to 200. It's in a bit of a stall now, so I think I'm going to wrap it in foil and put it back on to finish it off. But we're going to take a peek at it. Both of them have some really nice bark on it right now. Good color. They're definitely good enough to be wrapped. Usually you want to make sure you got a good bark on it before you wrap it. So these are ready to go. So both cuts of meat are approaching or are at 200 degrees. And I want to pull it when it gets to about 200, 205. But before I do that, I'm just going to check it for tenderness, make sure it feels okay. And if it does, I'll pull it off and I'll let it rest for about an hour or so before we pull it. I pulled them off. Normally I have them resting inside of a cooler, but today I just decided to throw them on a cookie sheet, cover them up with some towels, and I'll just have them resting here in the oven for about an hour or so before we pull the pork. I had both pieces of meat resting for about an hour and a half before I pulled it. The one here on the left is the Boston butt, and the one over here is the picnic pork shoulder. So I did taste them a little bit when I was shredding them, but I figured I should probably give it another test and see if I can tell a difference between the two. Let's taste the Boston butt first. Good, good, good. All right, now we'll try the picnic pork shoulder and see if we notice any difference in the taste or anything. So, when I tasted this inside, I felt like the picnic had more flavor than the Boston butt did. I wasn't sure if it was my imagination, But even now when I taste it out here, I feel that's the same thing. I feel like there's a little more of a flavor profile with the Picnic over the Boston Butt. Let me try it again. Boston Butt. Picnic. There is. I think the Picnic's a little more flavorful. I don't know if it picked up the smoke and the rub better, or if the meat itself is. Both are delicious. I'd get both again, but I'm glad I got one of each this time to see if there was a difference between the two. Hope you had a good Memorial Day. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up, share it with all your friends, and if you're not already a subscriber, please click subscribe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time at the ranch.